Now hand us a fuck. This ain't your daddy's podcast. No scripts, no suits, no retakes. 100% raw, 100% real. Not ES, little PS. We're the motherfucking boys with the heat. We torch takes, very bullshit. And come hotter than your ex's new man's mixtape. Too late, cause we already hit the fucking gas.
Every time.
Yep. Every time. How's she going today, bro beans?
I'm tired. My legs hurt.
Yeah.
My doctor said I gotta get I always mess up this word. Kinesio. That tape that the athletes be putting on their joints and stuff, like on their shoulder. Kineos, whatever it's called, tape with some compression sleeves. So I get those in the morning, and it's supposed to help me with the inflammation around my knees and my ankle and stuff.
Awesome.
Because I don't want these walks to start slowly fading because my legs aren't able to hold together.
We could start a GoFundMe and get you robot legs.
I would definitely enjoy robot legs.
Yeah, that would work. That would work for sure. Cool. So any big news in the sports this week?
The 2K covers.
Okay.
Got announced. Shay got the standard cover. Angel Reese got the WNBA bid.
I was going to say,
the cover.
They fucking did do a WNBA.
And they do it every year now. I think for the last 5 years now, they've added a women's edition cover. The first one, I think, was Candace Parker. She was the first female cover for NBA 2K. And then the special edition, like the Superstar edition, is Carmelo Anthony. So those are the three covers for the NBA 2K26 covers.
Is he worthy of a 2K cover?
I don't know. The last time he was on a game cover, I think it was NBA Live back in 2015, 14. That was probably arguably one of the best versions of it because that's when they introduced the dunk contest in the All-Star game during the season and stuff like that.
I haven't played 2K.
I haven't played 2K in years because it's ridiculous. The fact that people still play this game is ridiculous.
Well, that's why they're still selling it because people are still playing it.
But yeah, that's the big thing I saw. Angel Reese, of course, is getting a lot of flack for being chosen as the woman to represent the WNBA on the 2K cover.
It is kind of weird because they could have picked a million different basketball players.
I'm like, you could have picked Asia. You could pick Hayden.
I was going to say Asia Wilson. Come on.
I'm like, there's a bunch of people that could have been selected. We know why they picked Angel Reese because it's going to bring a lot of heat, a lot of clickbait. So it's for PR reasons, it makes sense for promotion and stuff like that. It's going to bring clickbait. So that's what I got.
I can see that.
Is there supposed to be, did the NFL announce some, I think it was probably already out there, but the Christmas days, the Christmas Day schedule between the NBA and the NFL and the NHL, there's like a freaking boatload of games going on.
I don't know, but I know that the NFL's going to do the whole Christmas games again. I'm like, I know the NBA.
I'm pretty sure the Packers play.
Pretty sure the NBA is pissed because, that's supposed to be their week.
Yeah.
But
they're not drawing enough eyes.
I'm like, don't be upset at another sport that's taking up your time.
Yeah.
It's 2025.
There's a lot of butthurt mentality going on.
Did you see the ticket prices for the Summer League game between Bronny and Cooper Flag?
Why? You can't tell me the prices are driven up by Bronny. I want to hear Charles.
I'm pretty sure it's Cooper Flag. But
Flag.
It's just a simple fact that you got LeBron James' son going against the number one overall pick. That's the headline that they're using.
LeBron James' son had plenty of opportunities to go up against the number one pick.
But they're saying that it's up to 4-digit ticket prices, like up to $2,300 for the
$2,500 a ticket
to sit right there on the court.
Can I ask
and then about $200-$300 just to get a regular ticket.
Even if somebody gave you a ticket to that game,
I'm like, I would think it was free, to be honest.
Yes, I would say if somebody gave you a ticket to that game, it's the only way I would go to that game.
I'm not paying $2,500 for no summer league.
I'm not wasting gas to go to an NBA.
If I'm paying $2,500 for a courtside ticket, it's going to be to a finals game, whether it's the Western Conference, Eastern Conference Finals, or the actual NBA Finals game.
For $2,500, I want to be sitting next to Cooper Flagg at the steakhouse, cutting his fucking steak for him. That's what I want for $2,500.
At a summer league game, at most for a ticket, I'm paying is maybe like $15, maybe $20. It's a summer league game. It's basically a tryout for players that didn't get drafted.
Dude, like the tickets.
It's literally what it is. You're trying to make a team.
We can get G League tickets here.
Cheaper than that.
G League tickets for $8.
Yeah. Again, the summer league is a glorified tryout for any player that didn't get drafted or hasn't made a team over the last 10 years. It's an invitation to try to make a team.
The herd is just right down the road.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
way more entertaining.
You don't even got to take the freeway to get there.
You got the Austin Spurs down the street.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not about to pay $2,500 for a summer league game. I'm sorry. I don't give a damn if it's who it is. It's I don't care.
You can go buy those fucking Apple glasses
and watch it at home for VR
and pay the subscription to get the front row seat at home and pay less.
Explain to me how those fucking things work, because I've seen people wearing them walking into shit.
It's like you buy the subscription, whether it's for NBA, MLB, NFL, whatever. You
so
buy the
it's like
subscription.
an app, like a pass.
It's an app you download, just like if it's the phone, but it's just on a virtual headset, like glasses, but it's virtual. And it makes you feel like you're sitting courtside. Or
they'd open up one of them bars by us so you could go get the VR experience.
They had in Vegas.
You got them down by you. There's got to be one in Dallas.
There's one in Dallas. It's a dome where you could sit in the dome, and it's like you're sitting courtside at a game.
Oh, Buffalo Stadium is now 65% completed. Did you guys take a look at it? Did you see the pictures of it? It's like a half. It's like a half dome. Kind of looks like a coffee can upside down.
Sweet.
With a hole in the middle.
Yeah. That's awesome as piss.
Good for them.
Yeah.
They're playing in a shithole.
They can stop asking their fans to shovel snow every winter.
They're still going to ask them to. The blue collar fans.
And they're going to do it.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. Super Bowl and a look on white jeans.
When do they vote on the Super Bowl locations again?
I don't know,
because they've got it out till 2028 or 2029. This is just something I heard. It could be completely fucking fake, but I heard there was a rumor that they wanted to do back-to-back locations in the midst of, I forget what team was, the Vegas thing. They want back-to-back Vegas again. Not now, obviously, but in the future.
February the 2026 and 2027 is in California.
Yeah,
one's at Livvy, and then the very next one's at SoFi.
I was like, "There's no way."
It's going back to SoFi that fast?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They really want to push the Vegas narrative, like to have it there back-to-back years.
Because didn't they just do SoFi like 4 or 5 years ago when the Rams won?
I don't go to anything California. I don't fucking.
You know what I'm saying? I believe when the Rams, the last time when Stafford won the Super Bowl, I think they played in SoFi. Did they not? Or am I mistaken?
Yeah. No, they played in SoFi a few years ago. Yeah, I'm not the person. Like, I'm not the person to talk to on this, because the moment somebody's it's in California, I don't care. I'm never going. I don't listen anymore.
Listen, when I went to WrestleMania, and it was at SoFi. Yeah. I think it was WrestleMania 39. Mm-hmm. When I tell you, them tickets were stupid.
Yeah,
flying there, the hotel, renting a car, everything, eating there is expensive, man. Like, it's ridiculous how you survive out there.
Yeah.
Charles and we talked about going to the Rose Bowl, and Charles says I had a ticket to watch Michigan when they were going for the national championship. I have the best ticket. He goes, I have a ticket. He goes, it's right here, it's right here, and it's right here. Yeah, I have 3 screens I could watch that fucking game on. I don't need to go there. Fuck California.
It's just I appreciate the wife getting me the tickets because it was on my bucket list of things to do, like major events that I wanted to attend. I'm grateful for it. I am not.
Of course.
Will I ever go to California to do that shit again? Fuck no.
Hell no.
When it was because it was supposed to be in New Orleans next year.
Oh, no.
And I was gonna go to the one next year in New Orleans because
they got Philly cheesesteaks, even if it's terrible.
It's not like in New Orleans. I would have stayed at my father-in-law's house, so I wouldn't have to worry about lodging, food, none of that stuff because I have somewhere to stay. The moment that they moved it back to Vegas, She said, "You still want to go? You kidding me? After what we just paid for California 4 years ago? No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Vegas is going to be so much worse."
No, I don't mind going to Pittsburgh for the draft because Grandma Jan's house is there. So we just stay at Grandma Jan's house. You just got to fly there. That's nice.
Is the league trying to move to all dome fields at this point?
It isn't going to matter if they want to move. It's not going to happen.
Because I'm like,
I have a question for you, Charles. That we kind of lost this a little bit. We wanted to touch on it when he got a little bit closer, but is there any World Cup spatter, any news going on right now?
Nope. It's going exactly how everyone thought it would. USA is terrible.
Oh, we figured that.
Inter Miami was beat in the first round, which was hilarious, 4-0. They made a big deal about Lionel Messi losing for the first time ever, 4-0 or some shit like that. It was a joke that Inter Miami was even there anyways. USA lost to Mexico in the Gold Cup. Talk about the handballs that weren't called and the controversy that is, but
I don't know the rules.
I don't understand
complaining about that, but it wasn't falling down.
It doesn't matter. His whole hand was on the ball.
Yeah, but I thought it's always a judgment call. And
no, because if I kick the ball into your hand, it's a handball.
No, I thought that it wasn't a rule anymore.
If your hand touches that ball, regardless of how it got there, it is considered a handball regardless.
I thought they changed the rule, and I swear they did.
The wrist down, you're clean. The moment the palm touches or a finger touches, it's a handball, regardless of how it got there. If it was an accident, whatever the case may be.
It's called football, not handball.
Yeah, but I was listening to the fucking dickhead on ESPN was like, they changed the rules and it's a gray area and it's interpreted by the officials and blah blah blah. Now I'm like, I thought it was.
That's something you say if what happened benefited you.
I was gonna say it's got to be. I thought it was black. I thought it was straight up black and white.
Yeah, you can't touch the ball with your hand. Yeah, like no matter what. And him catching himself on that ball allowed the play to continue moving forward. Everything about it was wrong.
So let me get this correct, too. That would have been a free kick.
So look, here's the rule. In soccer, a handball occurs when a player deliberately touches the ball with their hands or arm. This includes the area from the fingertips to the shoulder. A handball can be called even if the contact is accidental, especially if it makes the player body unnaturally bigger. The referee judges whether the contact was deliberate, accidental, and if it's provided an unfair advantage. So the ref can make an on-site call depending on the situation, but in most cases, it's going to be considered a handball regardless of what happens.
I've never not seen it be a handball.
I've never seen it.
I guess until now.
I'm pretty sure there might be a case-by-case basis, but 99% of the time, I'm almost certain that it's going to be called a handball. Almost every single time.
Was this a 2? Was they down 2-1 at this point? I don't even remember what the.
No, it was 1-1 still.
It was 1-1.
Yeah, and they lost 2-1.
And then shortly after that, it led to old boy kicking the goal, and then they lost 2-1. It was a significant sequence. Yes.
It's very bad.
Whatever.
Complaint.
We had a bunch of.
Wasn't it a bunch of backups? Like I heard 3 of the best players weren't even playing. It was a bunch of backups.
Yep, that's correct. That is correct. Yeah, but again, it's soccer. Like that's all soccer is. It's been.
Yeah.
It's all a joke. It's all a pony show, and whoever pays somebody's pocket the most money generally gets the bigger benefit.
How much money do we think or do we know that FIFA gets from this when it's all said and done? Are they collecting a 10-figure paycheck?
FIFA is the largest organization in the world.
No, I'm saying just after the World Cup, not just the entire year, just after the World Cup, they're collecting a 10-figure paycheck, correct? They got to be getting $1 billion.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I'm just saying that's $1 billion reasons to make everything go the way that you want it to.
Oh, you don't have to convince me that
I know
FIFA is corrupt. I know it is. I've known it for decades. It's what makes European and the rest of that soccer hard to watch. What makes our soccer hard to watch is we suck.
Yeah. Even after getting a new fucking coach and everything.
That's just what it is.
Yep.
We got players with no heart, so there's not much you can do about that.
You brought up old boy almost breaking the Miz for the Brewers.
Yeah.
Set the major league record for highest, fastest rate of pitch or average
the
speed?
Brewers, when Miz pitched yesterday.
Between the rotation,
the 4 players, their average fastball velocity was 99.5 miles per hour, fastest since 2008. But the kicker is nobody started tracking anything until 2008. So it's speculated that it's the fastest of all time. It was pretty intense. And then they swept the Dodgers today in the 10th inning. So they were down 2-1 in the 9th. They were down 2-1 in the 9th. And then the Tigers battled back to do something, but then the league decided that this was going to be the worst outing of my life and gave up 6 runs on 12 pitches or something.
It's going to be hard for the Tigers to stay focused when they got a 15.5 game lead in the division. You
think they're going to start slacking?
They're probably the only team in that division that's going to make the playoffs. Yeah.
I don't think AJ Hinch will allow that.
No, but at some point they're going to have to give Scooble a freaking rest. Hopefully towards the end of the year they don't wear him out trying to get the home field advantage in the playoffs because it's really not that important anymore. I don't think it is in baseball as much as it is in basketball and shit. I think your ace can shut down and win you a game on the road in baseball a lot easier than in basketball. If you got your ace going on the road, I'm not too worried about.
You play more games at home than you play on the road. Yeah. That generally bodes better for you.
But the thing is, the team that's over the last how many years, the team that's had the number 1 record hasn't even made it to the World Series. So it's like the Dodgers were the first one in 10 years, I think, last year when they won the World Series. It's just saying it. Their best record.
There's definitely a possibility there. My money is on the Tigers.
I think it'd be
back end rotation. They're going to be real good. Brewers made a trade for Andrew Vaughn, and that turned out really well because Reese Hoskins just got hurt, and that dude has done nothing but hit RBIs. Like him and Zach McKinstry are like sole causes for the Tigers and the Brewers to be winning the way they're winning over the last 12 games.
What's funny to me is this Paul Skeens to the Tigers has a lot of legs.
4-7. And has the best ERA in baseball. Steelers suck.
The Steelers.
Pirates.
Yeah, they're all everything in
They're all the same thing.
I don't expect them to be
the fact that the Pirates suck that much, but still, as Paul Skeens has the best ERA in baseball. I think it's 1.3 or 1.6.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Once I say this, you're going to recognize it. But growing up with older baseball, like your ace never got run support.
No.
Because your ace was always going up against who? The other team's ace. And the other team has an ace. Yeah. So you're not going to be in very many positions where, like, even Justin Verlander, I remember watching JV when he won his MVP or some shit like that.
He was still in Detroit at that time.
A lot of 1-0, 2-1.
1-0 wins.
Yeah.
1-0, 2-1 wins. Like,
because you're going to put your top dog versus your top dog almost every time.
Almost every time. So it's I
don't know. Whose bats are better?
I hear what people are saying about Paul Skeens, but it's
he's not hitting. It's not on him to hit the ball.
It's not like
they got 30 wins.
35.
And this is the thing. He's doing his part on the team.
Yeah. Like
it's the bats that aren't coming alive, which is causing him to have a terrible record.
And in what world is Pittsburgh trading fucking Paul Skeens to the Tigers? Why would you do that?
Because
you're
the
an
Tigers have the deepest minor league system.
I know. No, I'm not asking.
Why would they not? Pittsburgh doesn't give a fuck. They're the team that literally trades away all their pieces. They've never kept one of them. Barry Bonds is probably the longest they ever kept. No, Pittsburgh notoriously gives away and trades away all
Andrew McCutchen for what, like 10, forever. 11, like 10, 12 years he was
57
there?
years it felt like.
No.
And he goes back and he won an MVP there.
He was only there for 4 or 5 years, and then he left.
McCutchen?
Yeah.
No.
O'Neal. Yeah, I know. O'Neal just.
You were tripping.
O'Neal just signed up to do the fucking.
Yeah, and he went back to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Well,
O'Neal just signed up to be in the home run derby, bro. They're shortstop. Dude's 6'15", 680. throws the ball like 190 miles an hour from shortstop. Dude's a beast.
He was in Pittsburgh from 2002 to 2017. That's 13 years. No, that's more than 13.
15, yeah.
15. Shut the fuck up.
Well, he was only good for about 5 of them, so I don't.
It doesn't matter. He was there for 15, majority of his career, and then
you killed the Brewers for 15 years.
And he came back. He came back.
Fucking Brewers. What are you talking about?
And he came back 2 years ago, so now he's been there for another 3 seasons. So he's been there 18 seasons.
Yeah, but don't compare Andrew McCutchen to fucking Paul Skeens. That's a slap.
No, I'm just saying. But for a good portion, Andrew McCutchen was the face of the Pirates.
Yeah,
he won an MVP there, everything.
Yeah, but you're not gonna pay.
Paul Skeens hasn't won an MVP.
I'm talking about McCutcheon's.
Oh no, I'm telling him.
He's won Rookie of the Year, and that's it.
McCutchen is way more like glorified right now than Paul Skeens.
5-time All-Star, NL MVP, Gold Glove, 4 Silver Sluggers, all with the Pittsburgh Pirates.
If you tell me, you ask me right now who are the players coming to see on that billboard when they come?
Well, they're not seeing Andrew now. He has a better legacy. Who's a better legend in Pittsburgh? Skeens or McCutcheon's right now? You're going to go McCutcheon's.
We can put this in perspective right now because of popularity. Whose more jerseys have been sold?
Of course now, because Skeens is
I'm saying compared to the WNBA and the old school and new school. Just saying, if you go to a team that has like Lisa Leslie, Sparks, all these people, and then compare them to Caitlin Clark, now she sold way more in one season than they sold their entire fucking career. Popularity, you're talking about. Yeah, the player had success, but I'm talking about the face of the franchise. It's Paul Skeens, and it always will be now.
You were talking down. You told us that Andrew McCutchen doesn't match up to Paul Skeens. Andrew McCutchen has won a league MVP. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but if you ask fans who's more popular in one season, Paul Skeens is probably outdone.
If you walk through Pittsburgh and ask fans who's more popular, they're going to tell you fucking old boy.
Probably not, because he fucking left them.
I'm like 15 years.
Doesn't matter. They were pissed when Jordan left fucking Chicago too.
He didn't leave Chicago. He just went from the Bulls to the White Sox. What are you talking about?
He left Chicago.
Yeah, but he retired, and then he went to the front office and then came out of retirement to play again.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. If you're Paul Skeens, you tend to lose a lot. If you're Andrew McCutchen, you can have an MVP in the MLB, and Paul Skeens can be there for 12 seconds, and you don't mean shit.
You want to know something? He's actually in second in odds to win the NL Cy Young, and he's only got 4 wins.
He ain't winning.
He's not winning that Cy Young.
He's only got 4 wins. And I don't want to hear it. Justin Verlander could win baseball games 1-0. The Miz is winning baseball games 2-1, 1-0, 2-0. Like, fuck that. Paul Skeens is an idiot.
The fact that Paul Skeens is in the running for the Cy Young, I get it. I understand. But there's no conceivable way that he walks out of here this year with the Cy Young Award. With the losing record.
The only thing I hear about him is how much he loses.
So the
ERA is great, but again,
but you know what the dynamics of creating the Cy Young winner, what the metrics are. It's strikeout ratio, it's walk ratio, it's ERA. It's not just wins. Wins is one part of it. That's why
who votes for these awards?
It's not voting.
Who votes for these awards though?
I'm saying whoever wins, yes, it's based off voting, but to get you there, your stats.
I understand, and I'm not saying that I wouldn't be upset if he's one of the 3 or 4.
I'm just saying he's in the top 3. I'm saying it's crazy.
If he receives a first place vote with a losing record, I'm almost certain that writer is on his dick.
Well,
Livvy Dunn sent nudes.
Dude, Livvy Dunn just got shut down. She tried to buy the Babes apartment in New York City. Did you see that? His old lady, they told her the day she was going to sign the papers, nah, you can't have it. She $1.6 million for his apartment.
For whose apartment?
The Babe.
Babe Ruth?
Babe Ruth.
Why is Livvy Dunn trying to buy Babe Ruth's apartment?
Because she wants to live in New York City, and apparently she likes it.
That's stupid.
It makes sense. She's dating Paul Skeens. It makes a lot of sense. He probably wanted it. Where do you think she got the $1.6 million? Probably
she makes more money than him.
Oh yeah, I'm sure she does.
I don't give a shit. That's still stupid.
It's dumb.
She makes a lot more money than him.
Somebody said, what did they say? They go, you're going to pay 1.6 for a apartment. He goes, they said, I don't care if the ghost of Babe Ruth comes and hands me hot dogs and beers every night. He goes, that ain't worth 1.6 milli.
No, that's just stupid.
We also wouldn't pay $2,500 to go to an NBA summer league. So I think we live in a different world.
Yeah. In a big time different world.
Yeah.
That's not happening.
No, even if the wallet was there, I would. Fuck that.
There's no fucking way I'm paying $2,500 for a summer league.
I'll go spend $2,000 on quick trip meals and
I'd rather spend $2,500 on a Super Bowl ticket. That's well of a better experience than a summer league game.
Oh, Paul, that's right, man. I gotta get you a care package. We gotta send you some cheese curds. We gotta send you some Wisconsin stuff here.
Shit.
Alrighty, gang.
You could eat them while you're walking.
We're approaching 30 minutes. Do you guys have anything else you wanted to add?
I'm thinking.
You gonna say it?
No, I'm gonna let him live today. I'm gonna wait till Tuesday.
Hell yeah. Another fantastic midweek blitz here. Thank you guys so much for listening. We appreciate the hell out of you. Thank you for hanging out. Lots of studio changes and shit coming over the next few weeks, but
I'm ready for it. I can't wait.
Me as well.
You want to give everybody a rundown of what's going to happen here, Charles, in the next week?
Not yet.
It's going to be a surprise. All right, you can't have it yet.
By the end of the week, it should be solidified. So
I'm creating a list.
Right. So I think we'll do it for next week. What's that?
I'm creating a list of, I don't know if you saw it in the chat. I'm going to create a list of top 10 logo changes, and we're going to rank them of which one was the worst. Do you like the old or do you like the new? And rank them 1 through 10.
You want to get a video together for that too?
I can do that. I can do that.
Right, do that, and we'll put it on the show there.
Awesome. All righty. Hey, the world's a much better place with you in it.
Yo, it's time to dip. Lights low and the mic off. Boys with the heat, yeah, we blast like a Molotov. Said what we said, no regrets in the air. If you ain't subscribed yet, bitch, don't you dare. Rate it 5 stars. Hit that share like a blunt. Tell your homies, tell your mama we on front. We the truth in the booth, no cap, just flamed. If you fuck with the crew, you remember the name. It's goodbye, goodbye to the tribe. We fucking love you, now feel this vibe. Out this bitch with a mic drop kiss. Thanks for riding, we gone, but you won't miss.